Hello there. Today I'm going to show you how to make little flower pot embellishments. Isn't that adorable? They came out so cute. Alrighty, I was flipping through looking for some type of flower pot, and the Scrappy Bookworm had one that's kind of very similar to this, but I kind of adjusted it because I'm trying to use minimal supplies so that more people can make them. So what you need is a piece of, this is actually the core of a wrapping paper roll. So, and it's really thick. It's almost as thick as cardstock. So I like to save it and use it for things like this. So, but I've cut the pieces to 1.5 by 2. And then I laid it on my scoreboard and I scored it at 1/2 inch for the top. Okay, just for the top portion to fold down. Then if you look at this, I've also scored it. So in order to do that, what you're going to do is this. I just laid it on top and I kind of centered it, leaving the fold flap up. And I kind of centered it, and then I started at the 6 and I just scored down, and then 6 1/8 and scored down, and then I went over to the half mark and did half mark and then the next mark. And then over on this side, then I went from the 6 over to this, to the half. So at 5 1/2, and then back one more to the next line over. Okay, so it looks like that. And then I turn it around sideways and I just lined up this score, this 1/2 inch score, right with my 6. And then I did the same thing. I went down to the 1/2 inch and scored at 1/2 inch, and then the next line. And then I came down to 7 and the next line. And then that's all I did. So now it kind of looks like a plaid. Isn't that neat? All right. So that's all you need to do with that. So then you just need to, I kind of eyeballed it, and you want to go in about 1/4 inch. And so if you go in, it's about this much. So you're going to snip from, I'm going to do a little snip in because it's about 1/4 inch, approximately right there. It doesn't have to be exact. And you're going to cut from that 1/4 inch, and you can measure if you want to, up to the corner right here where it folds over. So from that corner of the inch up to the top, then you're going to take this and fold it over. And just like we do the tag toppers, we're going to trim this side from that 1/4 inch and then up to the top. And that creates your flower pot. Isn't that cute? All right. So then you can throw those little things away. Alrighty, so now next thing we've got to do is we want to glue this down. So let's see, I think it's easiest with a piece of, for mine, because it's really, really firm, I'm going to go ahead and use a piece of double stick tape underneath there. And hopefully that holds it down. This one I just glued, and it took a little while. I actually had to use my clip and hold it down. So you could do that too, but trying to save time, and I figured I'll just try to do it this way. And we'll see if that holds it down. That should. Okay, so now you need some green leaves to go behind. So I had these in my box. I only had one of these silver ones. The silver is the big white one here. But the two, I have quite a few of these ones, and this one's missing a leaf, but that's okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these on my mat, and I'm going to put glue right between these leaves and right down there. Right between these leaves and right down on the tip. And this one, I want to kind of do straight up, following the line. So I want to kind of line it up so it's following this cut line, but right here on the corner. And then just press that down. And that piece is on. And then this one, I want to kind of slant it over a little bit, like that. Just so that the leaves aren't perfect, because leaves are never perfect. All right, so now we need flowers. So I have more flowers right here. So I'm going to use these ones. And what you need is, oh, here's 3. 1, 2, 3 that are similar. Okay. And you want to put one down on either side and then one up a little bit higher. So in order to do that, I'm going to put some glue right here on this corner and right here on this corner. And I'm going to glue these flowers down. Okay, press those down, and they're not even, and that's good. You don't really want them totally even. You want them, you want to put them kind of even and then slant them just a little bit. And then for the middle one, then I'm going to 3D it up with a little piece of 3D foam. So I'm going to take this foam and I'm going to lay it up against the top here, just like that. Take the release paper off, and then this is going to go right in the middle, right on top of that. Press these down so they can stay still. Whoops, that moved. All right. And that is our flower pot. Isn't that pretty? If you have extra little doodads, like I've got these, I love to use these weird twigs that come off the flowers. I like to just stick little things that stick up behind. You could do that. If you've got like a string of little pearls, you can put a piece of that on there. You can do a little piece of wire that's kind of curled around, like you see on pumpkins, like something weird like this. That's just part of a flower. Sometimes it's fun to just like cut it. Actually, I think that might be kind of cool. Put it right here, kind of like a bow. I'd have to figure out how to get it down there. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, I like that. How am I going to do that? There's a bump right there. I got to cut that bump off. That's really weird looking. It looks kind of spidery. All right, so how am I going to get that to stay? I'm going to have to do a nice glop of glue here and then put this on there. That is so weird. And then I'm going to have to use a clip that's long enough to reach up in there. All right, this one should. That's so funny looking. Oh, but that's going to be so cool. Okay, will that reach up there? Oh, yes. Good. All right, good. That's going to hold it down there until it glues. Good, good, good. So I'm going to leave that sit there, and I'm going to play with this one. So I'm going to do similar again. So I'm going to take a piece of double stick tape, put it underneath here, remove that, press it down. Okay, then I need 2 leaves, and I want to put a dot on the very tip and right in between the 2 leaves, on the tip and right between the leaves. One kind of lined up with that edge, and one kind of slanted over to the side a wee bit. Like that. All right, whoops. Stay on there. Ah, then they're both coming off. They're sticking to my plastic or my rubber piece here. Okay, this needs more glue. There, that's better. All right, now let's stick it over this side. So then I need more flowers, and I've got some gold flowers that I can use. This is going to be a pretty one with the golden flowers. Yes, it will. Okay, let me turn this around here. All right, so again, I want down on this corner and down on this corner. And let's see, we have this one, and we have this one. And then, whoops, oh, that is so pretty. And then we need a little piece of this to go along the top here. And then we can remove this release paper. Whoops. Flicked right out of my fingers there. And then I could pick this one up and put it right on there. that is so pretty. Oh my goodness. That's nice. All right, now, and I have these little weird looking pokey things that get stuck on everything. And it looks nice just like that. Maybe I'll just leave this one. It would look really cool to have some white or even the brown. Something coming up behind it. This one, then I had just one branch that was about this big. That, well, you saw that. That's silver. I only had one of those, and then I had a little teeny green right there. So I stuck it down there. This one I could put, oh, that's cool. Look at that. That's neat. That's a lot of greens. Or you can just cut little pieces off and just stick one or two little sprigs back there. Let's do that. Let's try this. Like just one sprig coming up behind, like that. That's pretty. Ooh, that's so going on there. Okay. Let's see. Yes, that's pretty. Alrighty. I like the way that looks. Press that down onto there. Okay, so now we've got this one, and this one, and this one. Let's see if that's glued on yet. Nope, it's not going to stay down. All right, I'm going to have to hold that down until it's totally dry. That's really cool, though. I really like that on there. I want that on there. I'm going to be stubborn and just leave it stuck together until it's dried on there. All right. All righty. So there you go. That's done. And see, and we could even put a little piece right down under here if we wanted to. And hang that down out of the bottom. That would be kind of cute. Let's do that. I could even do this piece if I trim it like that. And then let that hang out. That's cute. All right, we don't need the big string on it though. The big piece on there. Let's turn that over. So isn't this a cute little flower pot? I really like the size of it because you can use these on the front of your card or alongside of your, inside of your, one of your journals, your journal pages, or on your scrapbook pages. It's a nice little size because I believe it should be 3 by 3 or about that. Yes, it's under 3 by 3. That's cool. So it's about 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. That makes a nice little size embellishment. So, and I've got white flowers, gold flowers, and blue flowers. So I hope you like this idea and you'll give it a try. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.